Hello my lovelies and welcome back to another unboxing. Today we're going to be unboxing a package from Slimey Pallets. Now this is an order that I placed on the 11th of May and that I received a few days ago. So I have been really looking forward to getting into it. So let's have a look my loves. We have some really cute erasers. I love the little candy machine that they're in. That is super cute. I really like that packaging. That's a really sweet extra. So we have lots of erasers there my lovelies. Oh, this looks like the information packet, so let's open that. So this is their business card, and it tells you their Instagram and the hashtag to use. And then on the back it's got a little bit of advice about how to handle sticky slime and hard slime, and then some appropriate warnings as well. So I really like the way of having business cards that has that relevant information on the back. And then inside we have a rather big sweetie, and this is an airhead. Now this isn't something I've tried before, and it's cherry flavour, so definitely looking forward to trying that. So the next thing that we have is this adorable little extras packet. Now I don't know whether this is the extras packet or because I was one of the first 10 to make my order, I've got a feeling it might be the latter. So a really cute little heart bag saying Tokyo Girl. Let's have a little look inside my lovelies. We have a really cute little plushie. Now I may be 39, but I think this is a Pokemon. I think I know 2 of the Pokemon, and I believe this is one of them. But either way, it's really cute and will look very sweet on my desk. Just have to make sure my puppy doesn't get a hold of him. So that's the first little plushie we have, my loves. And then we have Stitch. Now just the other day my friends were telling me I need to watch Lilo and Stitch because I haven't. So this is really sweet. I love the big ears, kind of gives me Eeyore vibes. So that's a really cute little plushie as well. And then we have some more bits in here. Let's take them out. What tiny little candies. Really cute. Very sweet. And then we've got 2 lovely stickers, Tokyo Babe and Midnight Tokyo. Of course this is from the Tokyo stock release, so absolutely lovely. Really gorgeous stickers, really lovely. And then we have another business card as well, and that is everything in that adorable little extras packet featuring those plushies and some lovely stickers. So yes, thank you ever so much for that, lovely. Now let's get into the slimes, my lovelies. I ordered 6 slimes from the latest restock, so let's unbox them, unwrap them, and then I will be right back with you, my loves. So let's get to unwrapping these slimes, my lovelies. So these are the 6 slimes that I ordered, as well of course as the really generous extra slime too. So let's start from the top, my lovelies, and that is with Ponyos Sandwich. Ponyos Sandwich is a 6.5 ounce coated clear slime, scented like sweet soda. And you can see all that wonderful clarity and those gorgeous glitters inside. And then of course we've got these fabulous add-ins to add, which will make the best noises, I have no doubt at all. So let's get the lid off and give it a sniff, my lovelies. So the lid is off and there is some slight remnants left in the lid, but that is easy enough to pop the bottom of the slime into. It looks perhaps a touch underactivated, but do bear in mind this has travelled a very long way. So I am super impressed with the consistency. And even whilst pulling off the lid, I could see how non-sticky that it was in terms of how the lids can sometimes be on some clear non-coated slimes. So I am really impressed with the texture and super looking forward to popping these fabulous add-ins inside and seeing the wonderful noises that it makes. So there you can see that gorgeous colour. Oh, you could just jump right into it, couldn't you? So let's give it a sniff, my loves. It definitely has a scent of sweet soda. It reminds me, for those of you that might be British that are watching, I'm not too sure if this is a nostalgic drink that they have in other parts of the world, but it reminds me very much of Cherryade, which is basically like cherry soda. It's a little bit lighter than I would like. It's a very delicate scent, but it's a really lovely scent, which is why I'd like more of it. But I do understand being more delicate with a clear slime, of course wanting to keep that beautiful clarity in there. So an absolutely lovely scent, and I do understand why it is delicately scented as well. So that is Ponyos Sandwich, and really, really gorgeous texture and consistency, beautiful clarity, and then of course these lovely add-ins to pop in as well with a really lovely light scent. So the next slime that we have on the list is the very adorable Good Scoop. Or I'm not sure if it's pronounced Goude Scoop, but it's the really, really adorable little eggy chap. Just look at his face. He is so cute. Look, just waiting to be squished. Absolutely adorable. And this is a 6-ounce inflatable glossy, and it smells like lemon meringue pie. And it comes with, of course, this lovely pink jelly to decorate with on top, and these lovely lemon and star Fimos. So some really, really pretty add-ins to make this a very, very cute DIY slime. So let's open it and give it a sniff, my lovelies. Okay, so we have all of the sides cleaned up now and all of the lid. There was the tiniest little bit of leakage around shipping, which made it a little bit tricky to get the lid off, but it's travelled a really long way and it was a very minimal amount of leakage. And what that means is it's been really well filled, and also the consistency and texture, just like with Ponyos Sandwich, is just the tiniest little bit underactivated, but not a problem at all. Simplest fix with some activator, my lovelies. So this is Goude Scoop, or Good Scoop, however you pronounce it. So this is meant to be scented like lemon meringue pie. Let's give it a sniff, my loves. Now this most definitely smells like lemon meringue pie. It's heavier on the bakery note than it is on the lemon note, but it is absolutely delicious smelling. It's probably one of the strongest bakery scents that I've smelled, and it smells really, really authentic. And as usual, when it comes to these sorts of scents, really delicious. But as always, my loves, don't eat your slimes. So definitely more of a malty smell than a sour note, citrus note, lemon scent, but the lemon is definitely in there, and combined together with the rich bakery scent is actually a really delicious smell indeed. Really authentic. I was wondering if this was going to be able to be pulled off, but it really has. It really has, and it smells really wonderful. So that is Good Scoop, my lovelies. So the next slime that we have is another DIY slime, and it is Breakfast in Tokyo. Now this is a 6-ounce DIY slime, and it has a maple pancake and marshmallow fluff scent. Now there was some slight sequin leakage, as you can see in here, so I've just popped it in another baggie to keep safe, but nothing disastrous at all. But you can see all of the gorgeous add-ins for this particular slime. Of course, we've got the purple jelly to pop on top. We've got the fruits. We've got strawberries, kiwis, limes, lemons, oranges, and of course all the beautiful glitter as well. We've got some blue apples, absolutely adorable Fimos. And then we have these really cute little waffle DIY extras to pop inside. Actually really cutely done. And then this is the slime itself, my lovelies, and this is Breakfast in Tokyo, a maple pancake stroke marshmallow fluff scent. So you can see those little bit of sequins dotted all around it where there's been a little bit of leakage. So what I'm going to do is clean it up, check for any leakage, and then I will be right back. We'll have a look at the texture and give it a good sniff, my lovelies. So I have all of these sides cleared out and the lid as well, and this looks like a great texture. This looks like a really thick and glossy slime. When added in with the clay counterparts and the add-ins as well, it's going to look fantastic and feel fantastic as well, resulting in probably a wonderful texture. So let's give it a sniff, my lovelies. Now this definitely has a maple pancake smell to it. I'm not picking up the marshmallow fluff. I'm very much picking up that rich syrup smell to it. It's got a slight bakery note to it, which of course you can attribute to the pancakes, but to me the overriding scent is the syrup, which whilst working with a themed slime like this, of course Breakfast in Tokyo, and with the add-ins as well, I think it's a really, really fitting scent. So let's give it another sniff, my loves. That is most definitely maple syrup. And it smells absolutely fantastic. Really rich, got quite a nice depth to it. A strong scent, but not overpowering. And a nice light bakery note to it as well. So that is a really, really lovely scent to go with a really unusual and brilliant concept slime. Like all of these ideas, I think this is such an impressive stock release with really clever, unique ideas. And I'm really, really happy with the ones that I have so far. So let's keep going through them, my lovelies. Moving on to the next three slimes that we have, my loves, starting off with Tokyo Daydreaming. Now this comes with a jelly counterpart, of course, to make that teeny tiny, almost igloo like little sculpture on top to add on the adorable bear charm that you can see here. I'm a little bit disappointed that it's not a panda bear. Pandas are my absolute favourite, but I do also love bears, so I'm not too disappointed, but I would have loved for it to have been the panda bear. But we do then also have these gorgeous little clouds and moon crescents and stars, so it does have some really, really pretty add-ins to go in there, and of course that little rainbow to the side as well. So I think those added on top of the jelly slime added to this beautiful clear slime, which actually reminds me of Ponyos Sandwich, but it's got a more turquoise note to it, and more glitter in there, so it doesn't have as much clarity, but it looks absolutely fabulous. So let's take the extras off, let's get the lid off and have a little look, my lovelies. And this looks like ice, doesn't it? Oh, that looks wonderful. Now, this particular slime is a 6-ounce slime and it's scented like Melona. I'm not sure if the jelly part will be scented, but let's give it a sniff, my lovelies. I can actually sense a very, very light melon scent in it. So I'm not sure if the main counterpart is going to have a heavier scent to it, but I'm sure that I can pick up on a really light melon scent. Very, very delicate, which of course understandable given the consistency and the colour of this jelly part of the slime. But this looks like a wonderful texture. And as you can see there, that lid came off beautifully. This slime looks good to go. And what a gorgeous texture. Now, because of the daylight, it's reflecting quite bright. Let me see if I can show you all the gorgeous colours in here. You can see there's a lighter cascade of green glitter through the slime there. and then the darker turquoise here, having an almost gradient effect, which makes it look quite realistic to the sea. And I really love that aspect of it. So let's give it a sniff, my lovelies. Now this has the same scent and what I would say the same strength of scent as the jelly counterpart, which is a very, very light, refreshing melon scent. Now I can understand, as with Ponyos Sandwich, why there would be a lighter scenting of these slimes because of the textures that are involved. So really nice scent, really refreshing, very authentic rather than the candied version of melon, but absolutely lovely, and I do understand why it's on the lighter side. So the next slime that we have is Mount Fuji. Now unfortunately I couldn't find the information for this slime on Slimey Pallets website or on their Instagram feed, and this is a problem that I've come across before. I like to note down the weights of the slimes, the scents that they have and the textures that they have, because sometimes it's not easy to tell, and it's good to give out the definite, you know, advice as to what the slimes are. So something that, if I could request it from slime creators, is to possibly include that information inside the receipt when somebody purchases a slime, attach perhaps the possible information of the weight, the texture, and the scent of it, and all of that sort of information, because I understand you can't keep every single slime possibly on your website or on your Instagram feed. I would say that this is possibly a 7-ounce slime. Now it's definitely a Floam and Bingsu slime with a possible glossy slime counterpart, and it's absolutely beautiful. Now this did arrive on its side, which is why it's a little bit divided, but it's actually got quite a cool look. It's got these gorgeous Sakura type add-ins to pop inside as well, with the gorgeous little pink clouds and the lovely little pink and red Sakura flowers as well, obviously working really beautifully with that Mount Fuji sticker. And I think that this is a really wonderful idea for a slime. So I'm not too sure of the scent. Let's open it, have a look at the texture and give it a smell, my loves. So this is the slime inside, my lovelies, and you can see all of those gorgeous foam beads, that beautiful milky turquoise glossy slime, possibly a glossy and clear slime, and then of course you can see just that hint of pearlescent bingsu beads as well, which you can see more of at the side and at the bottom, my lovelies. So let's give it a sniff, my loves. Now this is a difficult one to describe. It's got a slight fizz note to it, which I believe could be citrus, and it's got an almost tropical smell, but I believe it's definitely fruit based. It's got a slight candy note to it, but a very high citrus note. It's quite a strong scent, but really, really lovely. Definitely not overpowering, and what I like is that the slimes that are clear have the delicate scenting, and then the slimes that of course are the thicker glossy slimes or clay based slimes are able to take obviously more scent to them. And I really like the way that that's being balanced, because it's not being done in an overpowering way. Let's give it another sniff, my loves. There's definitely a candy note in there. It's actually, what with the mix of fruit and fizz and candy, it reminds me very much of sherbet, but it's a really, really lovely scent, and what looks like will be a fabulously sounding slime, of course, with all of those pops and thwocks and all the rest of it, with the micro foam beads, or the foam beads I should say. But that is Mount Fuji, my lovelies. And then the last slime that we have, my loves, is Neon Tokyo Lights, and this is a 6-ounce clear slime, scented again like Melona. So I'm expecting quite a delicate scented melon. Look at all of those gorgeous add-ins. It looks like it's mixed in shipping, which is what I expected to have happened, but I will admit I am a little bit gutted. And of course that's nobody's fault, my lovelies. That's just what happens in shipping. But the true nature of the slime is to have that colour in the centre of the clear slime, and then to mix it in gradually, and it looks phenomenal. But it's still an absolutely gorgeous slime. that I very much look forward to playing with. So let's get it open, have a look at the texture and give it a sniff, my loves. So this is Tokyo Neon Lights, and once you take the lid off, of course having quite a milky look to it, you can see the gorgeous colour. Now the camera is not doing it justice, because whilst it comes off as quite black, in real life it's actually a very deep purple. So I'll have to make sure, just like I did with Tokyo Daydreaming, to get the full effect of the blue of the slime, I will also have to take a photo of this slime as well. But the colour is absolutely gorgeous. We've got the lighter aspect of the slime here, and then the darker aspects gradiating into the clearer slime, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So let's give it a sniff, my lovelies. Ah yes, now to me this smells exactly like Tokyo Daydreaming, with that very light melon scent, and it's very, very refreshing, very light, and again understandably so, because it is a clear slime, and of course even though there is of course pigment in there, it does still have beautiful clarity, as you can see underneath there, and it's got these lovely beads in there. But what is good is there aren't too many of them, because I can find that these beads can make the hands a little bit sore. So I think there's the good ratio of beads to jewels and sequins and all the rest of it, and I think all together with this very thick clear slime is going to make fantastic noises. I am really, really impressed with the lack of leaking in amongst all of these slimes. There has been very, very minimal bits inside of the lids for me to take out. The only thing that had a little bit of spillage was the glitter. The consistency and texture of all of the slimes is really, really good, and I think will require minimum amount of activator. So I am super, super impressed with my order. The final slime, my lovelies, is the very kind extra that was included, and that's this slime here, and it's got one of my favorite colors, which is purple, and it's also got stars in it, which is also my favorite, and it's called Galactic Pop Rocks, and it looks fabulous, and it's got foam in it, and it's a clear slime, so it looks quite similar in nature, I suppose, to Mount Fuji, but let's open it up and have a look inside, my lovelies. So this is the slime opened up, my lovelies, and this is Galactic Pop Rocks. There was the smallest amount of leakage around the edge and inside of the lid, where we've still got a little bit of foam beads, but easy enough. Once we get the slime out, pop the bottom in and that'll come right out, and it's got a gorgeous purple colour to it. Really, really beautiful, which of course is quite difficult to see because there's quite a thick layer of it, but hopefully you can see it drizzled over the foam beads there. It's got an almost blue colour to it, and it's absolutely gorgeous. So that is a really, really pretty slime, and a really chunky slime as well. So thank you ever so much for that. And it's got all those gorgeous glitters at the front as well, and underneath too. So let's give it a sniff, my lovelies. Now, I can't place the smell of this one. It's not particularly a smell that I would go for myself. A possible fruit scent, but I can't trace it. But as with most things in life, my lovelies, scents are about preference. So just because it might not be my cup of tea, that doesn't mean that it's a bad scent. It's just not one that I am particularly favourable of. But I can't trace what the scent is. Possibly a stronger version of the melon. Let's give it another sniff. It has a sourness to it without any sweetness, so possibly that's why I'm not liking it too much. I'm not really fond of sour things, but this is a free slime. I'm very grateful for it, and it's not strongly scented, so it's certainly not one that will bother me whilst having fun playing with this, which I most certainly will. So thank you ever so much for the Galactic Pop Rocks extra, my lovely. So that is all of my slimes from Slimey Palette. I am really impressed with the shipping time. I'm really impressed with the cost of everything, including shipping, and I'm really impressed with the slimes as well. I think the scents are really good. I think that they all fit and tie really well together in all of the different themes, and I love the different ideas and concepts. They're certainly unique, they're certainly different, and I can't wait to review all of them. So thank you ever so much, Slimey Pallets, for the extras and for releasing such a beautiful set of slimes. And this has been another unboxing. Thank you ever so much for joining me, my lovelies.